All Stop Sports. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Back with another video. We're going to talk some more boxing. But first and foremost, shout out to the LDBC. Now, I was watching an interview on Dante's Boxing Nation with Kenny Porter, and he was giving his thoughts on the fight between Triple G and Danny Jacobs. Now, I'm going to let you know a little bit of what Kenny said, and then I'm going to follow up with the response. He says he feels like Danny lost the fight. He does admit that he looks at things completely different from other people, but he said that if he was in Danny Jacobs' corner, he would not have been happy with him. He says he just wasn't aggressive enough. And he says you don't get any credit for staying on your feet and surviving. He feels that when Danny was switching to southpaw, it was more of a survival tactic. He just wasn't doing much offensively out of the southpaw stance. And he says with Danny coming in close to 200 pounds, he feels that he should have been more aggressive and backing Triple G down, as opposed to fighting as if he was the smaller fighter. Now, after hearing this interview, what's clear is that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because Sean Porter did an interview with 78 Sports TV, and he was saying that he felt Triple G won as well. Now, before I respond to them, I'm going to let you know why I feel like they think this way, and then I'm going to let you know why I disagree. So I feel like Kenny and Sean are looking at it from more of a pressure fighter's perspective. You know, Sean Porter doesn't have a easy on the eyes, slick boxing style. He's a pressure fighter. He's in your face, throwing a lot of punches in your chest. And I feel like the work that Danny Jacobs was doing outboxing Triple G, since that's not how Sean Porter fights and that's not how Kenny Porter is training Sean Porter, they didn't see the effectiveness that Danny Jacobs was actually doing. So I feel like Jacobs won the fight 115-112. I thought he landed the cleaner, effective blows. His defense was sharper. He was more elusive. And I do feel like he landed the jab. Now, he did point out that he felt like Copybox highlighted that Jacobs got outlanded. Now, I believe that those numbers are off. And if you don't believe me, I actually just rewatched the fight for maybe the second or third time this past weekend. And Jim Lampley, so the first round they show that the stats are either 8 punches to 9 punches, something like that. I don't know who had the edge, but this is in the first round. After the second round, Jim Lampley says Danny Jacobs only landed 8 punches total so far after 2 rounds. So you mean to tell me the screen told me Copybox counted in the first round Jacobs had already exceeded or met that 8 punch limit, but then after the second round, Jim Lampley is verbally telling fans, and you can go back and listen to this, that Danny Jacobs has only landed 8 punches. So that means he didn't land anything in the second round. That's bullshit. So, I mean, you can't go off of those numbers. Based upon what I saw with my own eyes, is that Danny Jacobs was clearly the more skilled fighter and the better fighter. Triple G just doesn't have that many attributes. He's a pressure fighter and he's a power puncher. But when you got a guy in there that can box, move, and take his power, he's going to struggle. And I've been saying that. But you can listen to the interview on Dante's Boxing Nation if you want. Kenny Porter said he has Triple G winning. I disagree, like a lot of other people do. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll stop sports. We out.